Happy Halloween, folks. Um, the shoes that you see in the thumbnail are my mom's. She is a 6.5 in terms of shoe size, and those shoes say 6.5 on them. However, I fit into them. I don't know if I can walk into them comfortably, but I fit, which I kind of think is a Halloween miracle. So happy Halloween. And this is live, Francesca. Hello. I haven't gotten any doorbell rings yet for trick-or-treaters, and I put out all the free boxes of mom's stuff on the lawn, but I went out to check on the progress of people taking them. It was not great progress, and it also started to rain a little bit, so my friend Abe, who visited me today, helped me bring them all back in. He also, by the way, helped me put up some curtains in the front, because ever since I took down mom's broken, dirty-ass blinds, I've been living curtainless, and now we put some curtains that I made once upon a time for my own apartment, and I feel like pretty cozy. The backyard window still has no curtains, but the front definitely has curtains. So I am having a really nice day, and I'm about to make some tea because it's kind of cold. Mom's house isn't exactly warm. So that's all. We're gonna chillax. I'm also gonna eat some cheesecake that one of mom's colleagues brought over. I was going to save it for like a celebration with folks around this weekend, but nobody really reached out to me again, and I'm also not in a place where the house feels great for hosting. So I'm just gonna start eating it myself. It's been frozen. I defrosted it. We're gonna eat some cheesecake. We're gonna eat some cookies. I brought over some leftover lentil mush that I made yesterday in Woodside, so we're gonna eat some of that. And I am shredding papers. I made another bag of paper shreds, guys. There's way more papers than I imagined. This is my third pass now through documents, so I have much more of a handle on exactly what I can shred because I already know mentally I have one more recent copy on hand, and I probably don't need 5 years of the same shit. There's a lot of paperwork for outdated house insurance policies that are no longer active, so I can shred those, and I'm just trying to streamline what papers I have on hand because they are just dead weight. I've been shredding up a lot of my old medical records. I know on a previous live I said I had a biopsy to confirm IgA nephropathy, and somebody was like, I hope you don't have IgA nephropathy, but alas, I do. I found 2 diagnosis papers today to confirm that I do indeed have IgA nephropathy, so it is a lifelong condition that you can't really cure, but you can treat it and hope that it doesn't get bad enough that you need dialysis for life. That is all. Water's boiled, so we're gonna make some tea. BRB. Where's my water cup? That's weird. Mom, did you take my glass? Oh, Mom. I don't know where my mason jar went, but we're gonna use this Rouse jar, or Rayo's, I'm sorry, Rayo's, instead. And we are going to drink this tea that Erin stole from a fancy lounge for me in Doha. It is a lemon and mint tea, and it comes in this fancy plastic sachet that we will not be using because this kind of thing releases plastic particles every time you subject it to boiling water, so I always just dump it out straight into the glass. We'll wait for that to brew. You know, I do the mom things because it just feels much less scary. Because here's the thing, right? Mom is dead. There's either a spirit wandering around or an angry ghost. Or nothing at all. Nothing at all feels very lonely. A spirit wandering around would be the one that I feel like would be really nice to be able to talk to, even though I can't hear her talk back to me. And a ghost of vengeance is just terrifying. So I opt for the first one because it's less lonely and also quite nice. I choose to live in a fairy tale in which I can still say stuff to my mom. You can't watch the tea because I have a laptop here and I don't think it's safe to put a very really hot thing on my laptop, but you can watch it here. Grandma's in Jackson Heights, y'all. Who's not been watching Wives? Who's not been keeping up with grandma updates? I hope mom is not angry at me. But she does have a lot to be angry about. The world was unkind to her, myself included sometimes. Yes, she will always be a mom. So let's eat some leftovers first. While we wait for our cheesecake to defrost. So here's the thing, y'all. I made this lentil mush yesterday in Woodside. It is really, really, really salty. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start eating some of the stuff that Mom has in the fridge and just mix it into my disgusting mush pile. The first thing we need to cook is that disgusting yam cake, okay? If you have not seen disgusting yam cake before, let me introduce it to you. This is the yam cake that Mom used to love feeding me. It is made of water, yam flour, calcium hydroxide, and seaweed powder, and it is essentially an almost 0-calorie food. There's 4.5 servings in here, and each serving is 5 calories. It has 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 1 gram carb, but also 1 gram fiber. So that kind of cancels each other out. So yes, it basically is cognac. You are right. So I'm going to be cutting some of this up into this bowl and then microwaving it. If I can find my scissors first. Smells kind of gross too, like it smells vaguely marine-like. Oh my god. Possibly one of my worst cooking decisions ever. Hey, don't blame this on me, okay? Mom bought it. I'm just doing my due diligence and eating the stuff that Mom bought. No, it's not gonna melt. You can put this in soup. It's not gonna melt. It holds its shape very well. In fact, this ingredient came into vogue recently because a lot of people were making zero carb noodles with it. I know some of you were talking about shirataki noodles. So you can extrude this into a noodle shape. All right, let's just do half the packet first and not torture myself so much. Let's see how this goes. Aaron's not gonna love this at all. I don't even love it. Why would I feed it to Aaron? It doesn't have a strong flavor or smell. It's mostly the texture. I don't watch scary movies. Guys, I finished binging through Squid Game. Time for spoilers. Do we want to discuss Squid Game? I don't know what this kind of yam is called in Chinese, actually. This isn't really a yam yam. It's not the yam that you're thinking of. Sheila, you need to get out of here. We're gonna spoil the whole show for you now. Dan, obviously, I have to make some people vomit. Otherwise, what's the thrill in holding these lives? Squid Game, about the ending. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I feel very like meh about it. It's not the worst ending ever, and I understand they always like to leave the last episode open for like a continuation of the series, so I get the choice, but I'm just like, dude. But you know, I get it. We are seeing a hero in the making, right? We follow the protagonist from a sorry, sad ass bag to like a potentially upstanding character with morals. So there's that traditional arc of building a greater human. So do I like Dracula? I don't know. Like the character or the book or the movies? Neither. I don't like any of them. You should dye your hair red. I thought that was a terrible choice on his part, but okay. What's his track record? I haven't seen his other stuff. The whole show in general was interesting, for sure. I'm drinking some mint tea. Food time. I mean, the Hunger Games is kind of just a ripoff of Battle Royale. And I do believe this is like the new Battle Royale. For real. just on a much greater scale. And this was honestly, for me, much more entertaining than Battle Royale because you get a little bit of break between the scenes of extreme violence and gore. Battle Royale was just kind of unrelenting, and I got really burnt out. I also think that my tolerance for gore and horror and surprise elements has gone up in the past 10 years, but when I watched Battle Royale in college, I was like, God, fuck, get me out of here. Because that shit was intense. The tea is a little too hot. It's okay. It's not the best. I have not seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know I should, but I just don't think it's my thing. I don't know why he dyed his hair red. I think he was just lacking direction. He just lost a lot of himself in that experience, you know? Like, when you have to do those types of things and resort to that level for survival, you really start to question who you are because you lose a lot of your self-identity. You discover so much that you didn't think you were capable of before, so after you come out of such a life-altering experience, you're just like, I can be whoever now. There is no self. I still remember when I volunteered to do a summer on a farm, the first time we were supposed to kill certain insects, right, that were destroying the crops, and I think grasshoppers were one of them. And when I was weeding, I found a huge grasshopper, and this instinct came out of me that made me just like, my hand just jumped and lunged at the grasshopper, and I just crushed it. And before I even realized what I was doing, my body was already ready to kill. And that was the first time where I was like, whoa. Like, I am not in control of my actions. The fight or flight instincts just overtake you sometimes, and you do stuff that you did not think you would do before. So, you know, I have not seen you. Huh. I couldn't finish Old Boy. That shit was too intense. Also, I knew the ending. And I was just like, I don't want to stick around for that. That shit is too rough. I have seen Parasite. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, but that comes with all the hyped movies, I think. It's just your expectations are raised so high because everybody already loves it so much that you are expecting way more out of it. Obviously, it's a great movie. I just felt like it was such a theatrical movie. Like, it truly felt like a play. It was a parable of sorts. And apparently somebody told me that the director had intended for it to be screened in black and white, which I understand would not work for modern cinematic audiences, but that's a very interesting side note. If that's true, makes me think. I have not seen The Train to Busan. Listen, guys, I'm not a fan of horror movies. I don't like zombie things. I just normally don't watch it. But everybody was watching Squid Game, and everybody was recommending it to me, so I gave in. It is black pepper, yes. The Farewell I highly recommend to everyone. I've not seen Dune. I don't think I will. Okay, Covered in overly salty curried lentils. Cognac is not bad. I've not seen the Maid, but I've seen the Handmaiden. I like the Handmaiden. Hello, Goat Farm. I'm eating leftovers from yesterday's Scream, plus cubes of this cognac jelly that I found in Mom's fridge. Mostly because I wanted something to dull out the saltiness levels from yesterday's mistake. I used 4 curry cubes when I probably should have just used 2.5, but what's done is done. I don't know what brand of curry I used. You're gonna have to go back to yesterday's Scream. Okay, for clarification, I'm not talking about The Handmaid's Tale. I'm not talking about the show based on books by Margaret Atwood. I'm talking about a Korean movie called The Handmaiden. They have very similar titles, but do not mistake them. The Handmaiden, according to Wikipedia, is a 2016 South Korean erotic psychological thriller film. And I did enjoy that very much. Yo, I'm happy to report that this morning Fred kissed me. It was very romantic. I was the happiest girl ever. I basically woke up and then I went to pee, and by the time I had come back from my bathroom break, he had slipped into my side, fully into my side of the bed. So instead of pushing him off, I just curled up into a ball underneath him where I could like scrunch into half of my body size. And then I fell asleep again. And then when I woke up again, his nose was like 2 millimeters from my face, and then he turned his face and his whiskers just like gently tickled my eye and my cheekbones, and I was like, this is so romantic. It's everything I've ever wanted from life. If only we could turn Fred into a real person. Okay. This is the movie that I'm talking about. I keep thinking, what if Fred is a man trapped in the cat's body? What if? What then? Yes, I had a great time with my friend. My friend Abe came all the way over from Brooklyn to see me. He took the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad, and then a bus, and he just left. And I fed him some really sad half-frozen cheesecake, and he helped me shred a lot more papers, which we're gonna do more of once I fuel up, because I need to make second and third passes through all the paperwork and just slowly destroy them all. Because, oh, by the way, I came back to Queens Village today, and for sure at least one bag of my shredded paper exploded because I found like rain-soaked remnants of some of my shreds on the road behind a parked car. which I tried my best to clean up, but for sure one bag exploded. So I'm really, really sorry if I confettied anyone's car. Natural elements out of my control. Yes, I know that the thing about Fred and romantic is a bit creepy. That's why I told you guys it. So you know fully how much of a creep I am. Just being transparent here. Oh my god, Jasmine. Shit. I'm sorry. You're sitting in Rome? What time is it in Rome? And why are you not outside eating cheese and gelato? Oh my god, 2 a.m. That's actually perfect gelato time. I don't know if any shops are open though, probably not. I'm delighted. Eat some delicious gelato for me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasmine. Happy birthday to you. Now eat some cake. All right. What does everyone like to eat on their birthday is my question. I'm really sad I didn't get to celebrate Mom's birthday this year. What is main skin? That sounds terrifying. Mmm. Hot pot is a really good choice for celebratory food. Hello, Lily. So Dan, you sound like you're a man who likes the bomb, huh? All right, let me see what stuff needs to be shredded. Eventually we'll have to get started again on work. I love living in a house because it means I can be as loud as I want to on the floor and nobody will be disturbed. on, I hate to break it to you, but we all have jealousy issues. Have a good Succession viewing. I've never seen the show, but I've been told I might like it. No trick-or-treaters. No one rang the doorbell at all. None. I don't like Halloween, no. I had quite a scary introduction to Halloween. Everybody seems to really like the pumpkin cheesecake. That's not my recipe, that's Mackenzie's no-bake recipe. We just decided to kill two birds with one stone because I recorded footage for how to make that cheesecake, because that cheesecake is a top performer on our site and it didn't have a video yet. So I was just like, why don't we do a tutorial video on how to make that cheesecake? And it seems to have nutmeg in the original recipe too, so we can roll it into the nutmeg video. See, two birds with one stone. Work smarter, not harder. Oh, I'm so tired of looking at papers, y'all. By the way, I just realized that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights on right now. Treat yourself, am I right? I like, what's whipped cheesecake? I definitely like baked cheesecake for sure. The tea is at that perfect temperature right now where it's like you can't chug it quite, but you could definitely swallow without pain. Yes, I would love a fire pit party. Have a good night, Francesca. Have a great gelato day tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this whole stack. It's old. I'm sorry, Heather. I will live at Mom's for as long as it takes me to live at Mom's and finish all her biz. I don't know the timeline. Just like, I don't know what's going on in life. Grandma's good. Erin went to visit Grandma with me today. We learned that my grandma went to North Korea for a while to visit my granddad, who I guess was fighting on the communist side of things when he was in the Red Army. And Erin asked some questions like, do you remember what you ate? And she was like, no, but also North Korea was pretty poor before the war, and then the war came and they just got worse, so we didn't really eat great stuff. And she told us that she climbed a mountain there, and Erin was like, was it pretty? And she was like, no, they just had war, so literally everything was destroyed. And she also told us tales about the Japanese invasion of China and how horrible it was. So my grandmother's lived through a lot. My grandma's a sturdy human being. She obviously has a lot of will to survive. So she's seen lots. Grandma has seen lots. Thanks, Karen. We actually just went to see an apartment today. It was a 1-bedroom, but the space wasn't great in terms of lighting. The whole room just felt dingy, but it did have a backyard. Like, it did have a backyard where we could grill and grow stuff. So that was interesting. It's basically a ground floor unit in a house, and I don't think either one of us really wants to live there, but the idea of having a backyard was very enticing. People don't like Almond Joy because it's coconut. People don't like coconut. Erin will gag on an Almond Joy. I'm also not a fan. I'm not a fan of sweetened shredded coconut unless it's fully toasted and almost crunchy. I hate that wet coconut texture. 2-bedroom for $2K, available 5 days ago, 54th Street. That sounds like a good deal. DM me that shit, girl. Almond Joy is your fave. Okay, alright, guys. Okay. I'm not here to attack anybody. I'm just saying. Just saying. Corn is $2K. Cheap or expensive? Because that is the going rate. That is the bottom of the barrel going rate for a 2-bedroom here. I don't get my hair done at places in December. I went to Salon 87 in Brooklyn, and that's who cut my hair and dyed it for me because they needed me as a hair model for one of their art projects. I don't get my hair done outside. I always just cut it myself. I haven't paid for a haircut since high school, which was the very last and probably one of the worst haircuts that I ever paid for, or my mom paid for rather. She was like, you're going to a new school, let's get you a proper haircut, and the haircut sucked. And it cost money, and I was like, never again. Yeah, don't live in New York. If you can drive, don't live in New York. I didn't see your limerick, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. New York City is expensive, y'all. My current studio costs $16.50, and that's considered like not expensive. But it's a fucking studio. Somebody, Abe, my friend who came to visit me today, he was like, why don't you just have the commune at your mom's? She has a backyard. Fix up the house and this can be your commune. What do you guys think? Would you guys move to Queens Village? Who would move to Queens Village to have a commune with me? My current apartment is less than 500 square feet. Good day, Australia. It's probably big enough for like 2 alpacas. I don't know how big the yard is, but it's at least as big as my current bedroom in Woodside. I'm gonna go for round 2 on this. I really don't want to live in this area because it's so far from Manhattan. If I were ever to have to go back to the office, which Hearst is pushing, it would be a disaster to commute. I just don't want to make that commute. I also just, it's so far to get from here to anywhere else. I don't have any friends who live in the area for the most part, and it just would not be great for my social life. It would be very alienating here. Why are there 420 people watching this? Is it because nobody is out for Halloween? Don't you guys have like football on or something? I don't understand. I wouldn't necessarily save that money because this house actually costs a lot to maintain. I'm responsible for all the utilities, whereas a lot of the utilities would be included in my rent if I were to rent. There's property taxes, you know, maintenance fees, you know, the ceiling is broken. So that's something that I would need to fix. If I were in an apartment, the landlord would be responsible for fixing that. Home ownership is expensive, you know? It's not like a free ride, guys. I'm eating cognac jelly. Cognac jelly. I need more binder reinforcements. Where can I get more of those? Should I shred my honor roll shit from high school? I think I should. I don't want to keep them. Useless. Rhiannon, I think you need to go to sleep. I don't want to be a landlord, Noreen. My friend Abe also proposed that. I just really don't want to be a landlord. Thank you, Errol. You're funny. Make a pillow for my shreds. I don't want to be a landlord, period. It's not going to happen. If I'm not living here, I'm selling it. That's it. Wow, lots of renting horror stories, huh? I definitely don't want to buy into a co-op. It just truly feels like a scam to buy a co-op. Would my mother's life insurance have paid off mortgage? First of all, I don't think my mom had mortgage. Have I shown you guys how much my binder of mom's accounts have grown since the last time you saw it? It's grown a lot, y'all. It's like in fucking incredible. In a terrible way. Dead pen. That's not a pen, that's an eye pencil. Here's the binder. See how it can't close? It's really intense. I do think I might have to go through a lawyer to sell property, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything, y'all. That is all the stuff that I have to keep up with. I'm sure not all of it is necessary, but until I have it settled, I'm gonna keep them. That's all the stuff, plus the stuff that I'm gonna shred. If I feel like I find stuff in the stuff that I can't shred, then I have to add it to the binder to keep it all in one place. If I have to answer one more time what I'm eating, I'm just gonna stare at you. Here's what I've shred today so far. There's more to be done. I just keep finding stacks of shit. Stacks of shit. Wow, Doc Marmalade. That's a really comprehensive list of things that is in this bowl. Thank you. The cheesecake is coming. The cheesecake is defrosting. Oh, wow. 2014 and 2018. Do I have this? Do I have this Vanguard bullshit? I think I do. We're gonna shred it. You gotta eat cheesecake for yourself, man. Ain't nobody gonna eat cheesecake for you. Food doesn't work like that. Again, if you have questions for Aaron, you need to ask Aaron those questions, not me. I'm sure if you have the desire to know all these personal questions, you have the time to Google him. He's very easy. Or you could just go on my Instagram page and find him somehow. He is tagged everywhere. And he does respond to DMs. But he might not answer your questions because boundaries. The Google Doc that we had floating around is in my YouTube channel about page. It's there. That's the FAQ. How many years do we have to keep tax documents for? 3? 5? Forever? I didn't get the lubrication sheets, no. It's just like a INT form, like an interest form. I don't think it's that important. I really want to shred it. It's a, excuse me. It's a Form 5498, an IRA contribution information form. I don't have a lucky number, no. I don't think this account is closed, but I also am not going to keep it because I think I pretty much only need these tax documents for the current year because I still have to file her taxes. I really doubt she fucked up her previous year's taxes. But I also don't know if that would be up for my responsibility to handle previous tax year fuck-ups. What if I don't want to move the bowl? You've been ghosted when the person disappears like they died. This house is too big for me to live in alone. I would need roommates here. It would be a miserable experience living here alone. And Aaron has already stated that he would not live here, so I would have to find all new different roommates, which in itself is a process. I don't know anyone that I know personally already who would want to live in this area, so I would have to live with strangers, which is, I don't know. I just found on one of Mom's accounts, it says for beneficiaries, the primary is, quote, to my descendants who survived me, comma, per stirps, spelled STIRPES. What the hell is that? What is stirps? Legal term stipulating that should a beneficiary predecease the testator, the person who has made the will, the beneficiary's share of the inheritance goes to that beneficiary's heirs. Ah. Okay. That's confusing as fuck. That's a problem because mom didn't have a will. Sam Thunders. All caps, my girl. That is a lot of caps. Very forcefully said. I really wish these statements had account numbers better written. It's so confusing sometimes. I did find her tax returns last year, and it turns out she did close some accounts, but I don't know if she opened any. She might have, though, because apparently, according to her financial advisor, she was consolidating up a lot of her accounts earlier this year. So I just, my mom really, left in the middle of transition. Yes, I finished Squid Games. I finished them. I honestly don't think episode 8 hit me as hard as you guys were saying it would. Six was intense though. Her financial advisor was quite new, I think. Very new addition to her financial status sortings. What is up with all these Laffy Taffy Halloween jokes? No need to apologize. I think people are enjoying it. Just let me poop on the party once in a while, please. It is my role. This may seem like a lot of paper, but I'm just glad that it's no longer in my life anymore. Nobody wants to clean this confetti up, please. Please stop it with the confetti. Nobody wants to clean it up. Oh man, I thought buying the 30 pack of garbage bags was a good decision because I was like, there's no way I need all 30. I really should have bought the 100 pack of garbage bags instead. Here's my diagnosis paper, IgA nephropathy. This was my doctor in the Long Island North Shore University Hospital in like Manhasset. I remember going on the lure with my dad to Manhasset twice a year or once a year. Good times. I'm not keeping it. One big thing that I've been debating over is whether or not I keep cards that were written to my mom. Because I don't know these people, but maybe I should keep them. My mom also has kept a lot of random things, like she got a certificate for visiting the Arctic Circle in Alaska, and it's just like one of those crappy tourist certificates, but I don't want to keep it, but I also don't want to feel bad for throwing mom's shit away, but like I have to throw mom's shit away. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'm just struggling with throwing shit away. I think mom wrote instructions to herself on how to take a screenshot. I can't confirm what those Chinese characters say, but this is control plus print screen. And at the same time, open Word and then control V. I don't know. A part of me wants to keep these cards because I want to, especially because ones where they wrote a lot, I want to know what kind of relationships my mom had with other people, you know, because that was just like a mystery to me. I never really knew her social circles. Again, it would be really nice if I knew how to read her handwriting. I gave her a calendar once, you know, the ones where you have like a slip of paper per day. And I found it in her office and I took these home. But I think I'm gonna throw them out now. They're just filled with witty quotes. There are no persons capable of stooping so low as those who desire to rise in the world. My parents should have taken me back for repairs before the warranty ran out. Dysfunctional family. Any family with more than one person in it. We are our own worst enemy most of the time, but I still blame men. If there is a supreme being, he's crazy. I take him shopping with me. I say, okay, Jesus, help me find a bargain. I'm pretty sure that's what my mom did. One thing that's good about procrastination is that you always have something planned for tomorrow. And I guess that's also what my mom did. Time for a new trash bag. I have designated a room. It's the living room, the ground floor. I had a viewer come pick up some more coats today, so that was delightful. I have fewer things by the day. Again, I still have winter boots. I still have some clothes. I have a lot of kitchen stuff. Lots of bowls, glasses. I have a toaster oven that toasts perfectly but is very well used, and the timer is broken, but it is still very functional. And I actually used it in Budget Eats before I got sent the microwave, and because my studio apartment is very limited in space, I am trying to give the toaster a new home, but maybe it's just gonna be trash. I don't know. It would be very sad for me to say goodbye to that toaster oven because it served us so well. I have 2 hula hoops. One is weighted and one is not. I have lots of bags, tote bags, backpacks, and just like random things like those little shower caddy racks that you can hook onto your shower nozzle. Another random CD. I am slowly bringing grandma's stuff to her at the facility. I'm bringing in like a shopping bag's worth of clothes every time I go. I'm bringing her art supplies to her. I am going to be giving away her bedding and my mom's extra bedding. So if anybody wants bedding, my mom has like a whole down blanket that I don't want to keep. If you want a down blanket, I have a down blanket. The thing about donating right now is that very few organizations are doing pickup due to COVID, and I don't have the mental or physical resources to be traveling with bags of donations to any of these organizations to do drop-offs. So, if you know of any organizations that do pickup, I know Salvation Army apparently does. I haven't looked up their COVID policies, but also a lot of you said that you don't like Salvation Army, so if anybody knows of any other this is a really strange. So my mom seems to be learning English on like random pieces of paper. This is a very strange grouping of vocabulary. Very strange. Okay, I wasn't ready to toss this when I found this at her office, but I think I will now. She highlighted vocabulary on this passage, but this is a hilarious passage. I'm going to read some excerpts from it. What do women want? One reason why understanding a woman isn't such an easy thing is because the way women process thoughts and emotions is drastically different than their male counterparts. Studies indicate women use emotion to process thought as their basis for decision making 30% more than men do. As such, women are also known for being more intuitive than men. This is not exactly true, as men use intuition in different ways and have different ways of communicating. Nevertheless, men tend to bond to share activities, whereas women tend to bond to share thoughts and feelings. Okay. Oh my god! Mom's notebook has a list of internet acronyms. Yo. Sup? I think I did share that excerpt with you on Instagram, but I didn't read it. I think I just shot a photo of it. Oh, and she has a Halloween themed one. Look at this. Trick or treat. I'm so excited to go trick or treating tonight. Halloween costume. Hand out candy. Carve a jack-o'-lantern. Chill out. Chill. Chillax. Chillax. When was the last time you heard chillax being used? Okay, we're being spammed by suicidal adventures. Okay. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ. Where are our mods? We got the D's Nuts gang in the house. Love it. Yes, we get it. You love your nuts. Okay. Is it time to move on to the cheesecake yet? It's been an hour and a half. I've strung you guys along too long. Ooh, I found a letter written by my cousin in 2005 on Christmas. What's up with all the spammies tonight? Did we get put on YouTube recommendations? I hate it when that happens. YouTube, just hide me, please. Hide me from your algorithm. I don't need these. Are the trick-or-treaters gone yet? Wow. No, they're not. So sorry, Nauko. Does anybody want to be a mod tonight? LOL partier, you cannot be a mod because I don't recognize you. I just wanted to show you this cake. It is gorgeous. Mom's coworker, who she referred to as Mei Nu, which literally means beautiful woman in Chinese, brought this to me. I don't know why she thought I would need an entire cheesecake, but currently I am eating an entire cheesecake. It has a cake bottom, it has cheesecake on top, obviously, and then it has glazed blueberries. So if you're in the area and you would like a slice of cheesecake, please come take a slice of cheesecake. I will die under this. Oh my gosh. I fucking hate all the trolls right now. Starla, I recognize you. Welcome to the Modland. And anytime y'all want to be not in Modland, you can let me know that you don't want to be Modland. Job requirement is low. Whenever you are here, you can help me kick out people like these nuts. Or if anybody says really truly derogatory shit. But for the most part, we uphold freedom of speech. Just not people who spam us with the same "these nuts" 80 times. I mean, I'm okay with foot fetishists. As long as he's not, like, harassing us. If he just wants to talk about how much he likes feet, that's fine. Just don't repeat yourself 80,000 times. Like, these nuts is great once, not so great 80 times, and also not so great when there's 3 trolls saying the exact same thing. Like, at least give us some innovative trolling, you know? We've had enough of boring trolling. You gotta take it to the next level if you're gonna troll. Aight? Okay. So. I'm gonna cut myself a nice little slice, and I'll be back, and we shall eat cheesecake. So, I've gotten progressively lazier as time has gone on because for Mom's birthday, I wanted to have a birthday celebration for her. And then when Lala got sick, I was like, all right, not happening, we'll delay it. And I was like, you know, Halloween, All Saints Day, Dia de los Muertos might be great for another celebration for Mom. And I was thinking about setting up a little offering station for her on the dining table and doing all of that and putting out cheesecake for her and putting out some Godiva chocolates that I had gotten from my first class flight because she loved milk chocolate and she loves Godiva shit. I was gonna put out some sesame brittle that Erin had brought back for me, which I still have. I still have all those things, but you know what? Like, there's no people here gathered to celebrate her anymore, and that just all feels very showy to me. I'm just gonna pretend that mom is here, and I'm gonna pretend that mom is gonna live vicariously through me right now, and I'm just gonna eat all the shit that I was gonna offer to her, because let's be honest, knowing me and mom, we would not have wanted food to go to waste, and setting up like a food offering altar for her would have just meant that it was putting out snacks for me to eat later after it had collected all the dust that's settling in this house with all the paper shredding. So we're just gonna do the more practical thing, and we're gonna take a bite of cheesecake, and we're gonna say, happy belated birthday, Mom. I know you love cheesecake. This is a really good cheesecake that your coworker, Menu, bought for you, and I hope you like it. It's pretty good. Cheesecake portion is nice and smooth, creamy, a little bit lemony, really, really properly sweet. Just enough that your tongue is kind of curling inwards, but not enough to hurt your throat. So I really like the sweetness level. It's a little bit indulgent. I'm sure my mom would like it less sweet. But then you have this cakey layer, like sponge cake layer on the bottom. It's a little bit blander, a little bit drier, especially now that it's been frozen. Sorry, Mom. I did eat it. I did have a slice when it was fresh. It was quite good, but I actually like it cold. This cheesecake is from a Hungarian bakery in Forest Hills. In like the Forest Hills Rego Park area. So I really like it. I've never had a cheesecake with a sponge cake bottom. This cheesecake has already been frozen. I was waiting for it to defrost for a very long time today. It is not Junior's. I had wanted Erin to come hang out with me on Halloween because I was expecting trick-or-treaters and I didn't want to be here alone. But now we just have to eat this cake alone, but also with Mom. I don't think Erin likes cheesecake that much either. Like, he'll eat it, but he doesn't love it the way Mom and I do. I didn't make the connection until just this week how my mom loves cheesecake because she loves dairy things and how I love cheesecake, and I never made the connection that we both love cheesecake, but we both love cheesecake. Jasmine, if you can't get sesame brittle where you live, you can make it, because you can Google my sesame. Oh my gosh. Google, go away. Sorry. I don't know if my audio cut out, but I somehow triggered my robot assistant. But you should just search engine peanut brittle recipe on Delish, and you can substitute all of the peanuts for the sesame. This is the most birthday cake tasting cheesecake I've ever had because of that sponge cake layer. This is a really decent cheesecake. It does not beat Lady M, however. One of my regrets that I've recollected in the past 2 weeks is that for Mom's birthday, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I really wanted to get her a Lady M cheesecake because Lady M makes the most delicious cakes. And I actually was in the Flatiron district that day. You know, This might have been quite a number of years ago. It might have been like 6 or 7 years ago, actually, because I was still working in the Flatiron District. And I went to Lady M. However, I was a noob and I didn't order it beforehand. And I went in and they were like, we are all sold out of cheesecake. And I was really bummed. I came to Mom's empty-handed without that cheesecake. And I'm really bummed that I never got her to taste Lady M cheesecake. But this just means that I'll have to eat it again for her later. There is no bad cake at Lady M, but they are famous for their crepe cakes. And if you do get a crepe cake, my personal favorite is the Earl Grey one. There's something so lovely about that cream and Earl Grey combo. That cake might have been what inspired my Earl Grey creme brulee, because I realized like Earl Grey and dairy just work together so well. Might have to have another piece of this. It's so good. Okay, I'm closing the cheesecake door because we have other things to feast on with Mom. I'm not gonna eat it tonight because it's quite cold, but the next time, we're gonna eat those Jenny's ice cream. Can you pick my next tea for me, please? We have Darjeeling, and we have Earl Grey, or we have Milky Oolong. Which one would you like? Yes, I got a vegan Jenny flavor. I'm very excited. I used to follow a low sodium, low potassium, and low protein diet for my nephropathy. Ooh, okay. Whoa. Okay, I think Oolong wins. Hello, Heather. I don't have burnt sugar, I'm sorry. Yes, I did take a lot of Chinese medicine for it. I think one medicine was called Sun Qi. Oh, I didn't take my vitamins today or yesterday. Shit. Okay, vitamins first. Sorry. Hair, nails, skin, biotin gummy. Moving it back a little because so one of the lovely viewers who have not only helped take some of Mom's stuff away and given it a new home, but she's also given me a lot of advice too, very invaluable advice, and definitely done me a lot of favors. Also gave me these. I don't actually come from a tradition. Well, I never grew up with this tradition, but basically these are incense sticks, and she says, I think she said to do 3 of them, but you basically light them and you say a prayer, and you usually do this at your ancestors' altar, which I don't have, but I'm gonna pretend Mom is everywhere, so it doesn't matter. I just feel like doing things right now because these are all things that have been like just lingering in my mind space for a very long time, and I think I've just been both consciously and unconsciously procrastinating on all of them. So now that I have all 444 of you here, which is a very unlucky Chinese number, we're gonna do some of this. I'm gonna fill this little cup, which is a longevity cup, I think, with some rice, and we're gonna see if we can stick these incense sticks up. Oh yeah, they do stick up. Nice. And I'm going to use a lighter that Carla gave me. At the event. It's the title of her new book. That sounds so good. I'm sure Mom would be so proud of me to know that I moderated with a food celebrity. Is this how you light incense? Am I doing it right, y'all? Yes, okay. Hi, Mom. Don't know where you are. Hope you're okay. Hope you get to check in on me. I hope you get to see Fred. I hope you got to see me eat cheesecake. One bite was for you. All the bites were for you, but also for me, because I am you. I miss you a lot. And I really hope that you are getting ready to take a break now, because you never got to do that. And I hope you have found a way to relax. And now we're gonna eat some brittle with you. So this is brittle that Aaron brought back. I think he got this in, oh, it's all in Arabic. I think he got this in Egypt. I already ate all the peanut ones, and I think there were some also soybean ones or pea ones, and I ate them all. So all that remains is the sesame ones. Sorry I couldn't wait for this lighting ceremony, Mom, but I'm sure you could have tasted them all the same. They come in these big blocks, and they're cut, but not very cut, so we're gonna just break them. And then these, my mom loved Chinese sesame brittles that you could buy in little packets. These taste very similar, but I think Mom would love these even more because they are much less sweet and they're much less hard. There's much less caramel holding the sesame together. Ooh, just got some of the ash on my food. No worries. We love that cancer. Did you do that, Mom? Soft and toasty. It's really, really soft as far as brittle goes. It's like almost airy. The sesame is held together in a bare, light sugar cloud almost. So it's like very easy to chew and it's delicious. This is the softest, most nutty brittle I've ever had. It's very good. This is actually the food that got me through transitioning back to my normal binging habits because it was so good. I like ate all the peanut ones and then I ate all the soy nut ones and then I started eating the sesame ones and I was like, hold up, we gotta save some for Mom. But it's okay, it's all for Mom now. I'm just gonna pretend that everything that I eat in this life is also being shared with Mom. The milky oolong smells really good. We're going to eat a couple of these cookies because I want to eat them. I don't think Mom would love these, but maybe Mom would. I don't know. I didn't really know Mom, so who knows what Mom would have liked. You've seen me eat these before on a previous live. Aaron got these date cookies called Mamoul, Dates Mamoul in Doha, and they have a little tiny pattern imprinted on them. very shortbready with jammy dates in the middle. They taste so much like, and they smell so much like Taiwanese pineapple cakes to me. Usually the momo that I'm used to eating has a lot more like bigger, grittier pieces of semolina. I don't know if this one has semolina. It says butter, wheat flour, sugar, date, powdered milk. So maybe no semolina, but I don't know. But really fucking delicious. You know how people have watch parties? We have eat parties. I'm seeing all these comments about how everyone always wants to eat when they watch these lives, and that's kind of the point, because I always want to eat too. So if eating makes you happy, then just eat it, man. Just fucking eat it. Because you never know when you're just going to literally drop dead. So I think mom didn't take her cholesterol medication properly, tried to heal herself through diet and exercise, ate all the shittiest foods that she thought was healthy, and skipped all of the ones that she loved, like cheesecake, cheese, meat, and she died anyway. So I'm just like, fuck it, carpe diem, you know? Carpe diem. Aaron also got me these. They're cheese puffs. These are from Qatar, Doha, Qatar. These have corn grit, milk solids, maltodextrin, salt, flavor enhancers, 621, 631, and 627. Sugar, cornstarch, cheese, and anti-caking agent with edible vegetable fat, palm, acidity regulator, and antioxidants. Alrighty then. Oh, these smell so weird. They smell like peppers, like baked peppers. Like cheesy, tomatoey baked peppers. Mom really loved cheese doodles the same way that I love cheese doodles, so I saved these for her. Bye, Heather. Wow. These are super cheesy. They kind of taste like packing peanuts though. They don't have that like crunchy crunch of Cheeto Puffs that I'm used to. They're like a soft, almost plasticky crunch. It's very strange. But very disappearing calories type deal. With a lot of sweet tomatoey cheesiness. You don't need teeth. You just need to like press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Not my favorite. I've had better. But I will keep eating them. You know, one thing I can't believe is Mom doesn't have more rubber bands in this household. Where are all the rubber bands, Mom? Oh, Mom is really good at providing, man. Ask and you shall receive. What's next? Oh, these. These nuts. So, one of Mom's most favorite snacks is pork rinds. I found this bag of pork rinds above her fridge. They expired in September, September 9th, 2021. Let's eat them, right? Wow, these are huge pieces. Kind of stale, but better late than never. Thanks, Mom. Oh, these are really salty. Mom, can I have another rubber band? Help me find it, please. No rubber band, but we found a hair tie. Oh God, almost slipped to my death. I'm going to save the Godiva chocolates and the ice cream for another round. Now I just want something tame. Oh. So, I've already binged on a lot of this, but Mom loves just crackers, like cracker cookies. Biscuits, if you will. She had like expired coconut versions of these at her workplace that I ate. And she also has so many of these. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just start binging on this too, because these are very bingeable. I love them so much. Are we enjoying this mukbang with Mom? I don't eat McDonald's, but when I do, I have fond childhood memories of sharing Filet-O-Fish with my dad, because he used to be pescatarian for a very long time. So whenever we went to McDonald's, he didn't really eat chicken. So we would just order the fish for him without fail. And I developed a taste for the tartar sauce that comes along with the fish. And I really came to enjoy it. A recent picture of mom? I actually just took a whole album of her stuff to Lala. Where's my... Here. Maybe I can show you on Instagram. I don't dip the cookies in tea, but do you recommend that I do? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys follow Palm Queen on Instagram, but he's one of my favorite accounts because I love Apple and he's an Apple wizard. Look at that apple. That is an insane apple. That's a picture of an apple. I know you can't see the resolution because it's shit, but that's an apple. All right, I will dip the cookie because you told me to. 1. I kind of like the dry powderiness of a dry biscuit cookie in my mouth because it just feels like peanut butter. You know how you get that like almost I'm suffocating on this food feel? Maybe that's my fetish. Who knows? Well, this is milky oolong. It's pretty good. Not bad, but I prefer the dry one. Is the Tim Tam Slam where you have the rectangular cookie, you bite off the opposing diagonal vertices, and then you drink milk through it? Because I have, and it's delicious. Sorry, I was gonna look for mom on my Instagram. There's one photo that I'm thinking. Well, this one is pretty recent. This one, I went to her workplace and they showed me this portrait and they gave me 2 prints of it. That's pretty recent. But there's one photo that I took with her. It was like a selfie pre-pandemic, I think. But we were both wearing masks, so maybe not. I can't remember. Let me look up. It's gonna take a while to scroll because I have a lot of posts. I think why I like these cookies is that they do eventually turn into mush in your mouth. Where are you, Mom? Where are ya? Come on. Wow, this is really a time capsule. I'm still looking for it, guys. I promise I'm not just scrolling on Instagram. I'm looking for that photo. Found it. This was taken May 12th, 2019. I think we were just wearing masks because of allergies. This was taken right outside of this house at Queens Village. I used to visit my mom almost every weekend here. I used to like take my laundry here, do a wash, because she has lines running in her basement where I could hang dry the clothes instead of using a dryer, which I always felt is very environmentally unfriendly, but unfortunately is how Aaron and I have been doing laundry for the past year and a half in the pandemic because we don't have space in our apartment to actually dry stuff. And in that time that it would take for me to do laundry, my mom would be cooking dishes for me and we would have lunch and we would sit down and she would lecture me about all the things that I'm doing in life that she doesn't feel is a secure option for me. And then we would get in fights and we would argue and inevitably I would leave angry and then I would wait a week and do it all over again. That was our relationship. I had bangs then too. Oh yeah, mom also had like 24 reading glasses, so if you need reading glasses, drop by. Look through all the reading glasses and see if anyone is the resolution that you need. I hate the bangs. I'm never getting bangs again. What do you do if this doesn't close? I guess we'll have to eat 2 more until it closes. I would totally do a live of cutting bangs if I wanted bangs, but I really don't want bangs. I would totally do a live of cutting my hair. I've done it. I love doing it. I love seeing fuck-ups in real time, you know? There's something really exhilarating about watching another person make the wrong move. It's like cathartic. I think it's really good content. They are Maria best bets. And now we can binge on peanuts. So bangs make me look older, actually. I hate it. It makes me look like I'm already in my 40s. I don't think they suit my face shape very well. And also, I tend to develop a lot of acne around the hairline when I have bangs, especially in the summer. So Maria cookies stuck all in my teeth. So I am hoping to clear the house of the smaller non-furniture items by end of week next week or beginning of is today Sunday? Yes. Or beginning of the second week of November. So if you're gonna come through, you need to let me know exactly what you want, because I don't want to have to hold on to these things longer than I have to. It gives me anxiety to see this stuff piled up in the house. Yeah, Mom. Why didn't you switch to paperless? You even got a letter for it. Look at this shit. Look, Mom. Look. Paper piling up? That's you, Mom. Switch to paperless statements. Yeah, why didn't you do that, Mom? God. Statements from 2016. I bet half these accounts aren't even active anymore, Mom. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? It's really fun to see what checks my mom cut because she was so not electronic. She still paid all her bills via check. So, 2014, she paid $29.98 to Time Warner, $162 to National Grid, and $700 to her Chase card. Okay. I don't know when Aaron chooses to watch the live. Sometimes he watches them and sometimes he doesn't. For the most part, I think he just pops in to see what boring shenanigans I'm up to. I don't know what any of these notes on your bills mean, Mom. Ay, ay, ay. Bye, Val. How is Invisalign? Does it work? It is 10:55 where I'm at. Invisalign is teeth, I believe. Is there a boob equivalent of Invisalign? Jasmine. By the way, just so you'll know, Capital One's customer service sucks ass. I went into the branch and like had to wait 30 minutes to get help, and it just seemed really disorderly. Oh, I forgot that YouTube hates the word Starla, it's fine. We can approve Ashley's comment. Starla, I think you're going a little overboard. Why did you... We're okay with the words boob. It's cool. Starla. Freedom of speech, my lady. No. I don't think anybody said anything offensive. I think Starla is a new mod. I think she just saw that your comments got flagged by YouTube, but like Starla and all the other mods who are out there, YouTube is very sensitive about boobs for some reason, but like I see nothing wrong with boobs, except I think 2 out of my 4 lives in the past few days have been demonetized because of certain things that we've been discussing. So I don't care. I would like us to talk about anything. And if YouTube wants to demonetize, they can go ahead and demonetize. No worries, Starla. I'm not sorry. I didn't mean to pick on you. I'm just saying it's cool. We can say boobs. We love saying boobs because we're stuck in middle school forever. Bluefin and boobies are so weird looking. Yep, Dudes Moda, totally agree. And all of the comments that had the word boobs just now got held up by YouTube. So we're really here to say to YouTube, like, what up, homie? It's 2021. Get on board. We love boobs now. Whoa. On June 20th in 2020, Mom paid $1,300 to the Department of Finance. Wonder what's that for? He just made me snort. Nipple holders? We're getting really innovative here. I love bosoms. I love bosoms so much. That might be my favorite word in terms of all the words we have to describe boobs. Bosom is wonderful. Makes them sound really robust and independent, you know, bosoms. Vote below. Do you think we will get demonetized today? Probably. Mom's clothes, I chose the ones that I wanted to keep, and I've been trying to give the rest away. They are mostly gone now, but I still have probably about 30 pieces left. Somebody just came by to pick up coats today, which is awesome. I still have some. I think I'm probably gonna hold back one of the coats for my grandmother to have because she wanted one of my mom's coats. But honestly, Grandma set aside so much clothing for herself. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them once she goes back to China. And or die here. She has set aside like 2 big plastic tubs of clothes for herself. And that's not counting the bundles of clothing and bedding that she has on her bed. I don't think I lose money due to your comments. I think I lose money due to my comments. But it's okay, guys. We lose out on like $18, 50% of which will be taxed. So I'm not hurting for that money, if you know what I mean. Favorite cheese? It's hard to pick a favorite cheese. I love goat cheese, you're right. Oh, jeez. I can't. Nothing's coming to mind. I love them all. I do not, however, like mozzarella. I just don't like mozzarella. It tastes like a fattier, stretchier tofu. Probably insane of me to say this to most of you, but I would I would eat tofu over mozzarella cheese any day. Any day. I don't like burrata. It's too rich for me. My friend Abe came over today to help me with some of this and just to give me some company. And he was like, I don't know how you do this alone multiple times, multiple days. And I'm just like, I gotta do it, I guess. But also, there's a reason why I put on these lives. So technically, I don't feel like I'm doing it alone. I've never substituted tofu for cheese in recipes. I wouldn't put tofu on pizza, for example. I think cheese lends fat, which tofu doesn't really have. But I think for saag paneer, that works. For sure. I've not tried St. John's wort. What is that for? We are currently shredding Capital One. I am trying to figure out if I already have copies of these statements somewhere, because Mom really loved to keep everything. Personally, I would recommend that if you sign up for paper statements, that you only keep the latest statement of each account, but Mom just kept all of them for all the accounts. Some of which are probably dead. Like, this is from 2015. I was not ready to say goodbye to a lot of these documents, but now I'm just like, the bank knows what her accounts are. I'm just going to trust the bank that they're telling me all her accounts. Because to hold on to mail from 2015, I don't know if these accounts still exist. don't think I'm gonna need them. Capital One already confirmed what accounts she has and what she doesn't. I've never made Eric Kim's recipes. They seem fun though. I will probably be giving away most of the furniture to whoever wants them. I already gave away a small table today. I want to keep the dining table though. It's not a looker, it's not very new, and that's why I want to keep it, because I remember having that dining table for a very long time. So out of all the furniture, I would like to keep that one the most. Did our incense die? Okie dokie. How would you know if dried lentils have gone bad? I don't think dried beans really go bad, but if they look terribly wrinkly and shrivelly and discolored, maybe that's a sign. My current apartment cannot accommodate. That's kind of why I'm looking to move, because I can't currently accommodate all of Mom's things in my apartment. All the things that I want to keep, and storage spaces are really expensive, so it will be a thinker. Right now the apartment market isn't great. Do we want more incense? Did you guys like it? No trick-or-treaters at all, actually. So I found these incense in Mom's kitchen drawer for some reason. I'm gonna see if they light up. I don't know why she had incense. I've never seen her burn them before. My mom doesn't like burning things. Ooh, that's hot. So I have bereavement until basically Thanksgiving. I would like to get the house cleared by then, and hopefully I would be more than halfway through on her accounts by then, but I don't know because now I have to go through the probate court system to get full letters of administration before I can handle a lot of her accounts. Obviously, I don't know how long it's going to take to sell the house, but I'm hoping to be in touch with an agent before I go back to work. It seems like I have a long time, but actually already a month has passed since her passing, and I feel like I'm just getting started on certain things. So it does. I don't think I expected there to be so much paperwork surrounding death. I feel like the way we see death portrayed in media is just like the emotional impact and the grieving, but like death and taxes, you know? You can't have death without the taxes. And it's really draining. On the one hand, it feels like a blessing to not have the bandwidth to just grief. Like, if I had enough time and attention to just concentrate on the fact that my mom is dead, I think maybe emotionally I would be much more of a wreck. But it is also very overwhelming to have to think about what to do next when there is so much to do. Bye, Starla. Thank you for modding tonight. Come do dishes with me. Three times a day? Is there significance to burning them 3 times a day? there a hole? I don't know. There is a fan, an outtake fan. I didn't sell the rack, somebody took it. I haven't sold a single thing in this house. They're all just for the taking. Every time somebody comes and I trust them enough, I show them around and I basically say, if there's anything that you want, even if I'm not ready to let go of it right now because I'm still kind of living here, taking care of mom's stuff, you're welcome to take a look and just let me know what you're interested in, and by the time that I am done here, I'll let you know. And obviously the cooking rack wasn't essential for me, so I just gave it away to the person who wanted it. It's really hard to believe that I've been in this house 4 weeks already. Can you imagine if I had acquiesced to mom's request that I come live with her for a week? Maybe then she wouldn't have been so sad that she died. We'll never know though. These smell quite strong. The foil is kind of like a backsplash. Apparently, my mom's not the only person to do this, but it stops a lot of oil splatters and grimes from getting on the wall. It smells a little like blueberry, like caramelizing blueberry, with a slight hint of fresh tulips. Smells a little bit like Easter flowers at church. And it kind of smells like if you've ever been at a Catholic or Episcopalian church service, you know that little metal incense thing that they kind of swing around as they go down the center aisle sometimes? It kind of smells like a less intense version of that. Oh. There's constant things. Ooh. Okay. There's constant things to take care of. I miss Fred. I miss Fred too. Oh, okay, so I submitted one of my videos for a review, one of my videos that got demonetized, and I just got an email that says, your video is suitable for all advertisers. It's the one titled, More of What Bores You. Hi, June like the month. Great news! After manually reviewing your video, we've determined that it is suitable for all advertisers. I'm so sorry to the person who had to watch 3 hours of boring shit to determine that I did not violate YouTube monetization rules. Thank you. Let's see what else we can report. Doesn't matter though, because unfortunately, most of the views on the lives come in on the night of and the daytime after the night of. And so by default of having demonetized me for the first 4 days, that basically already cut out most of my viewership revenue anyway. But it's nice that they admitted that there's nothing wrong with my video. Now I feel like I have more of a gauge on what I can and can't say. It was just kind of interesting to note that a lot of my videos recently have been getting demonetized. I don't know why. Let's see what else. Oh, actually, Our current live is our current live is currently demonetized. That's good to know. Um, Great. So don't watch the ads, y'all, because even if you watch the ads, YouTube is not giving me the ad money anyway. They will find some reason. That's bullshit, dude. Bull fucking shit. Oh, 3 times a day like their meals. That's good to know. Thanks, M. Wong. So I got demonetized a while back because Aaron and I were talking about the situation in Palestine, and the day after, I noticed that that live got demonetized, and I was like, wonder what triggered that demonetization. That was a few months back though. I've since been demonetized maybe 3-4 times before this last wave of demonetization. I don't think I've ever been smacked with so much demonetization in a row before, so I'm not sure what I'm doing to trigger the YouTube gods. They don't really tell you what demonetizes video. They keep the statements, the guidelines very vague and broad, so you never really know quite what is being triggered. I love it. Keep saying boobies. Free the boobs. Free the boobs. Anything COVID related will get you demonetized. Great. Love it. Not like we can talk about reality, right? Because TV isn't meant to be real. Thanks, Melissa. Lovely, lovely offer. Yeah, Christina, it's really, really interesting how moms express their love and how we always can't seem to just digest it. And I was actually talking with my friend today when he came to visit, and he was like, I used to be just like you, arguing with my mom the whole time, but I think recently I've just learned to listen to her. And I was like, do you actually follow what she recommends that you do? Is that what you mean by listening to her? And he was like, no. I just learned how to basically lie to her. And I was like, yeah, that was one thing that I never learned how to do with my mom. I never quite learned how to lie to her. And I guess in a certain way, the kind of honesty that I live with and live by is very selfish sometimes. Because maybe sometimes you do need to lie to people. I don't know. But I just refuse to. Aaron, a lot of the times, have said to me that my level of transparency and my level of bluntness and delivery of honesty constantly is selfish, and I don't disagree. But I also don't know what it means to live unselfishly. I think to live unselfishly is a sort of lie. I don't know if any of us can live unselfishly. It's snowing on my floor. No music tonight yet. Do you want music? I'm having a tough time deciding if I should just actually try to go to sleep before midnight tonight. Well, that's not gonna happen, but maybe I should go shower that night. Ooh, you're eating 粽子. What's in it? What's the filling? What's the filling? I also told grandma that I could make her congee, and when she heard that, she was like, I'd rather have jiaozi. So she's a dumpling girl, and she told me not to make the congee for her and to just keep bringing dumplings. I wonder if she would like it if I tried to make some goji berry dumplings for her. I'm sorry the cheeseburger gave you gas. That cheeseburger betrayed you. What do you guys think I should do with flash drives filled with mom's? There are a lot of selfies on these when she was traveling. And I do feel like there is such a thing as digital hoarding. I feel like I want to take some select photos and keep them and maybe just delete the rest, because mom was the type of person who would take like 5 shots of the same thing, switch the angle, and then take another 5 shots of the same thing. So we would have like 30 shots of the same thing from 2 different angles. Keep all of them, y'all? I'm not even gonna look at all of them. Really? 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 Alright, keep now, decide later. Alright. Google Photos album, I would also have to pay for it because I'm running out of storage right now. I'm like 98% at my max, so. Okay, I'll keep with it. I hope I won't lose them. Alright, guys. I will take your advice. You know best. Now that I am out of Squid Game to watch, is there another show or movie I should be watching? Hunter times Hunter? What is that about? I'm not gonna watch You. That show feels like so soapy. Um, I've tried one episode of Succession and I hated the pacing. I thought I would like it, but I both hated the way it was shot and the pacing. Um, Crime show. Interesting. Nope. Not. I haven't watched Friday Night Lights. Is that the one with football? I haven't watched Maid. What is Maid about? People have been recommending Maid. I have watched White Lotus. I finished it. Um, you know what show I wish would come back? One Punch Man. Did anyone watch One Punch Man? Because I love that show. Um, I love Barry. I liked season 1 of Killing Eve. The subsequent seasons were very gradually worse, but Villanova is a great character. Is that her name? It's been a while. Villanelle. There we go. Villanelle. What other shows? I mean, back in college, I loved Arrested Development. That was the first show. That was the first show that I remember loving. Full Metal Alchemist. I hate that name already because it reminds me of Full Metal Jacket, which is one of my least favorite movies of all time. I'm also not into anime, unfortunately. They're either like really traumatizing or really dumb. And I tend to like the really dumb ones because the really traumatizing ones really drive a nail into my soul and the core of my being and just fractures me all over. Like Perfect Blue, fuck, man. I've never felt so dirty after a movie before. Perfect Blue was just like terrible. Like not it was a great movie, but it was like terrible for me. I really liked Food Wars as far as anime. I binged that one so bad. I like The Good Place. I definitely like The Good Place. The last season, I don't even know if I watched it. It was gradually just worse and worse, and the storyline made less and less sense. But season 1 was amazing. I don't. I tried Schitt's Creek. I couldn't get into it. Um, what is Made for Love? It sounds so bad. American dark comedy. Okay, I like dark comedy. All right, y'all. I like dark comedy a lot. As far as TV shows go, I feel like that might be my favorite genre of TV shows. But like the Good Place, what would you characterize that as? Is that comedy? I like that too. Um, okay, I'll look up Made. Great. Thank you all for these suggestions. Now I'll have suggestions. I tried Grace and Frankie. No, not into it. Um, Reservation Dogs. I think I watched a few episodes of. I think it's a really nice show, but it's not engaging enough for me to like be addicted to it. Somebody recommended dark to me. It doesn't seem like my type of thing. I don't like the really dark stuff with a lot of mystery and intrigue that it kind of gets under my skin. I haven't watched Fleabag beyond the first episode and I couldn't really get into it. I know it's got critical acclaim. I know you have to stick around with it for a while to really be invested in it. I just have very short attention span, and I feel like if your first episode doesn't hook me, then you didn't do your job. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to Fleabag. Whose Line Is It Anyway is one of the best TV shows ever. Nobody's mentioned Community yet, but I think I tried watching Community and I was like, so. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for incensing and snacking with me and Mom, and may we shred again soon. Happy Monday! We're almost there. Ready for another week? I'm not. But here we go.